Hello Libras, and welcome to your February 2023 reading. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that I have is the Ace of Wands. So you come into the month and you have this brand new possible spark of a new passion, a new something that excites you, something that makes your blood run faster, something that you would want to expand, and so on. But here I have the Two of Pentacles after. So the Two of Pentacles, Jupiter in Capricorn. So the possible expansion from that Ace of Wands is interrupted being in Capricorn, in the sense of Capricorn would always point out where you're losing your power, where you're not completely invested, focused, aligned with something, with your ambition, with your capacity to expand. And so here, the Two of Pentacles, this is when I'm juggling. I'm like, yes, this is exciting, but something is preventing me to be completely in it. I'm like juggling. And then at the end of the month, we kind of get the answer of why, because we have the Ten of Wands in reverse with the Two of Wands in reverse. So that tells me that why you weren't able to completely grasp that Ace of Wands right where it is. It's because you're already at the 10 and you haven't released those 10 wands. So that means you haven't unloaded all of those old passions, wills, wants, responsibilities, something you had to carry all the way to the point of culmination. So when you're at the 10, you cannot take another ace. It's like if, yes, I'm all excited about that. It fits exactly what I love, but I don't have the energy to take it on. It's like, whew. So that means that the new path that it would offer me is inaccessible until I completely release my past cycle of wands. So under the Ace of Wands, I have a Ten of Pentacles. So that tells me that either that new beginning comes after a long period of prosperity, of your empire being established, but now is the time to, give it a new spur, let's say, okay? Or that it is really something that would bring solidity and prosperity and so on. And after that, I have the Pope. So that tells me that this is something that would have integrity, structure, could even be aligned with strong institutions, but this is really in accordance, let's say, to spiritual consciousness. It's very beautiful when you look at it. So what makes you juggle here under the Two of Pentacles? I have on the side, it came out on the side, is the Eight of Pentacles. So of course you're juggling. You're not quite able to completely invest yourself in it. And I have the Page of Cups in reverse. You're either not, you're also not able, or why you're not able to completely invest yourself here. There's like, I know this would bring me, happiness, peace, fulfillment. It's filled with possibilities that would bring me all that joy of doing it, but it's kind of on hold, okay? Under the Ten of Wands, in reverse with the Two of, all right, with the Two of Wands, I have the World, Tower, Six of Pentacles. So, okay, there's a Tower at the end of the month. And the Tower will actually help you finish the cycle. understand that it is something that wants to grow through you. It will be effortless. It will be balanced into what you're going to receive in it, and it fits with what you love. It is an inspiration that is aligned with your heart, and that is balanced. So the only thing that is kind of going like this, Libra, is your King of Wands. See, that can't take that new wand yet because you haven't finished your past cycle. So let's clarify this for you, Libras. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Libras for the month of February 2023. Libras. All right. Okay, so let's look at that Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands for Libras. What is that Ace of Wands? What is that Ace of Wands for Libras? Okay. All right. So, it cut with the King of Sword. So that means we're talking about your truth. And here we have the Queen of Sword, Five of Pentacles, and here is the repeat of that Two of Wands in reverse. So that means this is your capacity to perceive, okay? And when she's looking in front of her, she's seeing this. And that's why she cannot see the new path, the new way of doing things, of bringing her energy, of this outside your comfort zone possibility that has just dropped in. You're seeing through the eyes of Five of Pentacles. So that means that there's a part of you that thinks that this is going to be just another weight on your shoulders, that you're going to have to sacrifice for, that will not give you any results. Everything that has to do with that. So here's the brand new seed, but you're looking at it from the eyes of what you've experienced in the past 10 years when it came to these wands coming into your life. And you're really resisting it. Okay? So let's look at the Ten of Pentacles. So I was saying that wand, in a way, Mr. Blackbody, you made a mess. That Ace of Wands, in a way, is, depicted as something that would bring a Ten of Pentacles. It could bring the end of your past cycle, or it would bring something solid that you can plant and that would be able to be passed from one generation to another, especially with the Pope under it. Here I have with it the Three of Cups and the King of Sword, but this time upright. So that tells me that this Ace of Wands has the potential, because aces are always potentials. They're like seeds, okay? A seed has the potential to become a tree, but if I put it, on asphalt, it will just wait and do nothing. So it is a potential if you can perceive its potential, plant it, invest in it, grow it, and so on. So here it is a potential of something that would be bringing joy, that would have high vibrations. It has integrity. Let's look at, all right, the Pope. It would actually make you cross. Gonna have to make the decision though. But here, Four of Wands, cross a threshold where on the other side there is celebration and all of that. So Libra, it's almost like, I've worked, I've sacrificed, I've done all these things. Here is a seed of possibility that would bring me a different reality. But I can't take it because I can only perceive it from the standpoint of what I've experienced before. And that new wand is actually there to bring in a completely different result, interaction, way of doing things, and so on. Okay, let's look at that Two of Pentacles, which is Jupiter in Capricorn. So let's see. Two of Pentacles. Okay. So I have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and I have the Five of Swords in reverse. So there's the juggling, okay? Because it really asks of getting out of comfort zone. And when I say comfort zone, it's when, even if it's not pleasant, it's what we've known. This is how I've always done things. So getting out of my comfortable garden where, especially with the Five of Pentacles, that means where I used to be completely self-sufficient, not relying on anybody because I have all the proofs that they weren't there for me anyway. Getting out of there, and at the same time not giving power to that pile of proof that I have of arguments and beliefs due to experiences that, tell me exactly that I am right about not trusting that new Ace. What was under? Oh yeah, on the side, the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles on the side. Ooh. Eight of Pentacles on the side. Page of Sword, Hangman. See that there's the juggling. They want you to look at all of that from a completely different angle. But you're not quite grasping what it means. The new way of thinking about it. We see that the swords are a bit troublesome here. There's a new way to look at that so that it becomes a no-brainer for you. So that it becomes, yes, I am going to do this because at this point I want to finish my past cycle, move on to something that is so solid and joyful, and I don't want to be right about things being unbalanced, unfair, that I cannot rely on anything else, and so on. In the bottom we have the Page of Cups in reverse. Yes, I could start something that would be also emotionally fulfilling. Maybe that's the thing that you've never associated before. Why is the Page of Cups in reverse? Why is the Page of Cups in reverse? Okay, because of our Five of Swords. And so I have the Fool on the side, having a hard time jumping into this new wand, this new venture of whatever it is for you, having a hard time having faith because of our arguments that we have. Even though we're on the process this month of letting go of that, we have a hard time seeing, believing, feeling joy, happiness, peace, fulfillment in our connections. And this new wand is going to kind of touch that very strongly. It's almost like, let's say you used to do everything by yourself, and now we're wanting you to team up for a new project, and you're like, oh, I know I'm going to end up doing everything alone because that's what I've always known. And I don't really feel or see the beauty in all of this, that how amazing it could be because of how my relationships, my interactions on the water level has been until now. So there we had our 2 of Wands in reverse here and the 10 of Wands in reverse. So let's see. See, we have our Hangman again. I need to look at that from a completely different angle. I need to bring the light on this so that this new potential, this wand would actually bring the next cycle of how I experiment life here, how I experiment abundance and things like that, this new seed. Having the sun at the end of the month here on this situation, that means that things will become very clear. And then we had like the Tower with the 6 of Pentacles, the World, because I think your vision of balance, of, is it possible that the more I am allowing abundance within, the more the universe will be able to bring it to me. Everything starts from within first. We don't say as outside as within. We say as within as without. There's this illusion that we live by for a very long time, where we think that it is the outside conditions that determines how we feel within ourselves. But the thing is that it's the opposite. How it becomes then a catch-22. We look outside, we see all the proofs for feeling like crap inside, instead of I'm feeling like crap inside, and this what is making me see all the proof outside for it. So the Tower here will make you see that as long as you're in that 5 of Pentacles and perceiving things from there, it is going to be sacrifice. I can't rely on others. People don't give, people don't bring, people don't support. If all of these are my files of, so many times I've lived this and it became my truth, this is all it's going to be. And not because I deserve it. The Tower is going to bring that down. Since we have the 6 of Cups under that, this is an old heartache you had since your childhood. Okay? So 6 of Cups. Talk to me about the 6 of Cups. That kind of brought, and here we have the Ace of Cups and the Pope. At one point, old heartaches from childhood, they just come and dimmer the light of our experiences and what is possible and what this reality is all about. Here, there's an Ace of Cups that wants to come in with the Pope on top of it. So that means that Pope from the beginning, Pope here. During the month, my beautiful Libras, you arrive with the consciousness of that new beginning, but you can't take it. And it's all of your perspective that is slowly changing during the month, so that probably next month, and that's the case to almost every sign, probably next month, then you'll be able to actually grasp that Ace of Cup. That means the joy, the peace, the inspiration that comes with that ace. And you're going to be able to grasp that seed. So that means making that concrete, making that in a certain shape that is going to be able to be, grown and all of that. Because the wands are passions. So I could have a passion for poetry, writing, imagery, but what shape is that going to take? That's going to be the pentacle, making it at, oh my God, I have the opportunity to write poetry for kids, whatever. Do you see what I mean? Then it makes it concrete. And then I will allow myself to receive the inspiration and the joy in the process of bringing this. And it will be different than all the times and all the 10 other ones I've carried in the past, where I had an inspiration, a passion, and it became responsibility and sacrifice. There, you're in the preparation this month to change that dynamic. Okay? So, how to call that? I'm going to call it change of dynamic. Oh no, it's too abstract. Oh my God. I'm going to call it Ace of Wands, because the ones of you that actually know what that Ace of Wands is when you're going to enter the beginning of the month here, you're going to know that it's for you. So on this, my beautiful Libras, I am sending you all my love and light for the month of February. Happy Valentine's Day, happy Himble, happy Comet passing at the beginning of the month, end of the month more likely. But anyway, all of this, may it bring joy and wonder in your life. And if you want a private reading, of course, the description is below. There's a website. You go on it. All the information is there. You can book. You have the schedule and all the information. And also thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. You know that when I do my little ceremonies here with the moons, I always bring your energy to thank you back and ask the universe to give you back. So on this, namaste, mwah, all my love and light, and I'll see you next month.